Hello and welcome to my channel everyone. My name is Omi and in this video I am going to cover everything you need to know about spiritism and spirit farming in Mortal Online 2. As of now, there are 11 spells under spiritism and the types of reagents which are used under spiritism is 4, which is lowest compared to all the other magic in the game. The spells can be categorized into 3 parts: spells you use when you're alive, spells which you use when you're dead as a spirit, as when you cast it alive it doesn't do anything, and then there are spells you use both when you're alive and when you are a spirit. Coming to the spell which you use when you're alive, it's Resurrect, which is among the most useful spells in the game, as in Mortal there is no teleportation system between towns and dungeons. The closest thing to teleportation is clicking priest or home priest, with the priest option taking you to the nearest priest and the home priest option will take you to the priest which you set as your home priest. And as you can set only one priest to be your home priest, it's really inconvenient when you die in the middle of dungeon. But if you have an ally who can resurrect you, it helps a lot. Coming to the reagents required, 3 out of the 4 reagents used in spiritism is only used by Resurrect, which is calamine, cuprum and jadeite. The prerequisite for using Resurrect is transcendental awareness, which will allow you to see the spirit, and when you are looking at the spirit and cast Resurrect on them, you will resurrect the player. If you try casting it without transcendental awareness, it will not work even if you know where the player is. This is how it looks when you are resurrecting someone, and this is how it looks when you're being resurrected. Always remember to click yes, as the option stays only for a few seconds. Moving on to the spells which you use when you are a spirit. Most of the spells are used for spirit farming or spirit scouting. So to start spirit farming, you start off with Transcendental Science, which will summon jelly spirit with orbs around it. The number of orbs the spirit has is determined by how strong the mob is at the location of the summoning. I usually use Ether Barrier before I summon the spirit, just to be careful, because being banished while spirit farming means you'll be sent to a nearest priest and the boxes will be dropped and you'll have to travel all the way back again. So after you summon the spirit, you just keep clicking on the orbs. Once you've taken care of the orbs, you cast Expel Spirit on yourself and then click and hold on the spirit to expel it, and that's how you fill the spirit boxes. And if the spirit you're expelling is 3 orbs and above, there is a chance to get either cuprum, silver or gold flux. This is how they look. These fluxes, once you obtain them while spirit farming, are the safest thing to transport, as even if you get banished multiple times, they will stay on you as long as you don't resurrect. But once you resurrect, they are no longer bound to you and they can drop on death. Expel Spirit can also be used to banish other players. Being banished by a player or spirit means 1. You will be sent to a nearest priest, and 2. Till you have the debuff, you don't get any mana regeneration as a spirit, but it doesn't prevent you from resurrecting at the priests. Cow regeneration is used to increase mana regeneration as a spirit. Ether momentum is used when you're traveling long distances as a spirit to get a movement speed buff. This is also used when you're scouting an enemy as a spirit to keep up with the mounts which the enemies might be using. Coming to the spells which are used alive and as a spirit, first one is Transcendental Awareness, which is used in combination with Resurrect. Apart from that, it is used for scouting or for checking out for spirit scouts. When you're alive, you'll be using this to check out if there are any enemy spirit scouts. When you're a spirit and you're the one doing the scouting, it is used to scout out the NPCs or the pets of other players. Next is Mental Projectile. When you're alive, you use it to banish other players. It can also be used to banish other players when you're dead, but it's usually easier to click and hold and line up the crosshair to deal damage to the enemy spirits. But most of the players use Mental Projectile as a long range offensive spell, as it does deal good amount of damage and it only needs spirits as reagents. Mental healing is used to give mana regeneration when you're alive. As a spirit, you do the same and check combat logs to scout out the player names. Coming to Dispel Portal, it's used to close the portals which have been summoned, but I haven't seen anyone actively use it. And coming to the final spell, and as of now, this is the most expensive spell to use in the game, or yeah, it's expensive to be able to use this spell, as the scroll itself is about 50 to 100 gold, but to be able to use the portal, it's about 10,500 gold, which is between 10,000 and 8,000 to get the multiversal lore, and about 500 gold to get the ether portal knowledge, without which you won't be able to enter the spirit world with the spirit boxes. Most of the scrolls you see under spiritism, you get them on the vendor, like Transcendental Awareness, Transcendental Seance, Resurrect, Expel Spirit. All the other spells are drop items which other mobs drop in the world. That was it for the video. That was everything a player needs to know about spiritism and spirit farming in Mortal Online 2. Thank you for watching.